Hello everybody! You might be wondering why I didn't rest at that bonfire, because you can see my health is still low. Well, there's actually a little trick I'm going to be doing. I probably did this before, but this is basically a way to make sure we can get a Firekeeper soul in safety without needing to worry about refighting all these guys again. Because, you know, refighting all these guys, it's going to take time. I mean, we won't be resting at bonfires until after we make the whole trip there and back, so that would also kind of cost us time. But, I feel it takes less time to be able to just run there and back safely, provided I don't die along the way. I suppose I can die on the way back. That might save time, but better just make it there and back without taking any damage. Because then you can go there and back without running at enemies, so you can just sprint straight there and back really quickly. This guy, you want to cast a spell? I say no. You don't get to. Alright. Dang magic users. Oh god, the shield thump. It hurts so bad, and yet it's so quick. A potent combination. Informed gamer. Shields plus quick attack is a potent combo. I get the feeling only like 1/10 of the people who watch this might get that. Actually, considering who a lot of my audience is from, I'm sure probably at least half of you will get that reference. And no, don't worry about saying in the comments, because I know there's gonna be like every other one's probably gonna be saying it's Game Dev Tycoon. See, I just said it, so now you can't really say it in the comments. Of course, now that I said you can't say it in the comments, it's gonna go, oh my god, I've trapped myself in a comment vortex that I just can't get out of now. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. I know it's coming. If you comment about it, I'll ban you. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Or would I? Guess we'll just have to find out. So anyway, we'll just turn these stairs. Hey. Indie Mouse is playing Payday 2. I want to play Payday 2 right now, but I gotta play Dark Souls. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to play Dark Souls 2 as well. I want to play Dark Souls as well, but you know, I'm itching for some Payday 2. I don't like that my weapon bounces off the wall that close. Feels too dangerous. And we'll just leap back. Okay, that can be a dangerous spot. Got that song stuck in my head. So this is a safe one. You'll see the chain makes sort of a circular turn there. This one is also a safe one, as you can see from the chain. But this one, it's not a safe one. You see the chain points away from it. Ha ha ha! You're dead! Sorry, kid, but as long as I'm in town, you'll only be second best. Anyway, I believe I grabbed the key I need, so let's head back. Don't look down, don't look down. Right, so here comes the bit of a tedious part, and I apologize for making you all watch this. Feel free to just skip ahead a bit in the video, but I'm going to be just running all the way back to, oops, things on this side. I'm running all the way back to the cage at the bottom of that circular stairwell, because I don't want to rest on any bonfires, because then all these enemies will respawn. I'll have to fight them to get back, which would stink. So, you know, I'm just running along. Of course, you know, if you skip, you might miss some commentary. Oh no! Watch me just say nothing for the rest of the trip. Now that would be a dick move on my part, in all honesty. You know, I remember last episode I was talking about Dark Souls 2 spells. I don't feel like I talked about them enough. All I talked about was that there was gonna be a heavy attack. You guys know that it looks like there's gonna be some occult spells, you know, as opposed to like divine, like faith spells. It looks like there's gonna be some like dark faith spells, you know, like the occult weapons and stuff like that. You know, there's gonna be like a dark orb spell for a faith spell, which is kind of weird because there's a dark orb spell in this game, and it's you know, it's an intellect spell. It's a mage spell, not a faith spell. And what that one would do, you know, you shoot the black orb at somebody, it would do damage. It looks like in this one, it's going to drain their stamina and give it to you. I wonder if it would be a quick cast, because that would... I don't feel it would make much sense if it wasn't a quick cast, because, you know, your stamina, I believe, it either regenerates while you're casting, or it just, like, it pauses for a moment while you're casting. Either way, you don't lose stamina. By the way, there's a Firekeeper Soul. You don't lose stamina from casting, as far as I know. So, you would think that by the time you cast whatever spell that is, and it hits them, you would have already regenerated your own stamina. So I would imagine that that spell might be a very quick casting spell. Or perhaps it will have some kind of lingering effect or something like that. You know, like you'll hit them and it'll drain their stamina over time, and you'll just regenerate stamina faster because, you know, you're getting some of their stamina or something. Or, you know, it'll slow their stamina regeneration and you know, speed up yours or something. I don't know, it seems kind of odd. Also, I did notice there is a spell that's going to be called Enhance, which will increase both your attack and your defense, which I think is really cool. I think it'll actually make tankier characters, like with gigantic weapons, just slow-moving giant weapon, giant shield, just really slow characters, more viable. Because not only will you be able to do more damage, you'll be able to tank some hits. Which I especially like that, because the way that it sounds like it's gonna work is it's not going to increase your damage by a set amount. It's going to increase it by a percentage. So using it on large weapons will be more viable than it is right now in Dark Souls, because in Dark Souls, when you buff your weapon, it doesn't buff it based on a percentage. It doesn't buff it based on the damage that the weapon already does. It just adds a preset amount. So you just want to get a super quick weapon like a falchion or a katana and just buff it and then just swing as fast as you can, because, you know, you could be doing like 800 damage every 2 seconds with an ultra great sword. I mean, that time is exaggerated, I think. Or maybe it might be just, it might be on the mic. Yeah, the time's probably not going to be exactly accurate when I describe these, but it's gonna be close enough. But anyway, you might do like 800 damage or something with a ultra great sword. Yeah, that's fine. Or maybe you'll do 600 damage a swing every half second with a katana. I mean, do the math. Which does more damage faster? Also, let us use a twin humanity. In fact, let's use a regular humanity as well. Okay, we'll reverse our hollowing, and then we'll kindle the hell out of this bonfire. Kindle, 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 kindle. Man, I wish I had the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword. That's like my favorite Black Knight weapon, man. It's like the only Black Knight weapon I feel that all the skills on it are actually good. With the halberd, you're basically stuck with the R1 attacks. The R2 ones are pretty garbage, if you ask me. Same with the axe and the regular greatsword. The ultra greatsword is pretty dang good. I mean, they have a wind up, but they don't take too long. And, you know, the first one takes longer. The one-handed R2 takes. I saw the save thing. Am I being invaded? Oh, somebody is trying to invade me. I can't use my homeward gun. Usually means you're getting invaded. So, I would wait for them to show up, but they might not actually succeed in invading, so let's just go ahead and wait around. I mean, not wait around. That's what I said I'm not going to do. We'll just go ahead and keep moving on, and if they invade, then we'll try to get to a safe location so we don't have to deal with enemies while fighting him. And, we should stand a chance, because we have our Black Knight halberd. I mean, our shield isn't upgraded, which is unfortunate, but because, I mean, we won't be able to block too much without getting staggered. But for the most part, I don't even use the shield much. I mean, I will in PvP, because parrying, man. I can parry people. I'm pretty good at it. Alright. We'll just dispatch these fine gentlemen. We'll dispatch these fine mentorgens. So it seems like that invasion might have failed. Either that or it's just taking a long time. So we're just gonna rush past all these guys. If he does invade at this point, I'll probably just keep running straight to the boss, because one, I'm aggroing a bunch of guys because I just plan on running past them anyway, and two, it would take too long for me to get back to him, especially since I would have to take care of these guys, or it would also take too long for him to get to me, and we were fighting in a very not so ideal area. Now we gotta kind of trust the game here. Well, we don't necessarily have to. We can see messages floating in the air, which means that somebody was able to stand there to put that message. So we know we can run across the air here based on those crystals falling. It only gives you kind of a general idea of where it is, but it's good enough. I think they make it wide enough so you don't really need to know very specifically where the bridge is. We're gonna get past that guy because fighting him on that bridge is a death trap. And here's a good opportunity to get a lot of Twinkling Titanite. And we didn't really kill many of them, but if we reload the game, these crystal lizards should be back. And you know, Twinkling Titanite is pretty important since a lot of the equipment we're going to get is going to need Twinkling Titanite. So we'll just see, now we've reloaded, they're all back, because that's just how they like to work. I missed one again, but no problem, we'll just reload again. I have the splash art turned off at the start, so it doesn't take long to get right back right back to where I was. If you want to turn off your splash art, if you have Dark Souls fix, you know, DS fix, there's a value you can change in the INI file, which will allow you to disable the splash art at the start. And you can't skip over the splash art, which really sucks. I hate when games don't let you do that. You know, they don't just let you hit this start button and skip past it, because you know, I mean, it may not seem like much, but when you play a game after you play the game for a while, it's, you know, it starts to get annoying because you're like, okay, I just want to play the game, You usually gotta wait around. Like, I mean, I know it's like, oh, 10 seconds, oh, I gotta wait 10 seconds for playing my game. Ultimate first world problem, I know, but it does get pretty annoying when you play it for a while, because you know, you start your game, you're like, I want to play my game, man, I want to play it right now. But you know, it's especially worse in Dark Souls, because when it happens whenever you reload. I mean, you know, I'll save my complaints on the ones that just do it when you start it up, but Dark Souls doing it each time you reload is, I feel that's actually like a flaw, more than just a little slight annoyance. Because, you know, there are times you gotta reload the game. I've done it in the past couple episodes. I mean, with the crystal lizards, I mean, I'm probably not supposed to farm them like that. You're just supposed to. I think what they intend is for you to just try and get them, and if you fail to get them, then you don't get them. But, you know, reloading the game just makes them respawn. But, you know, there's that thing before with the Hydra guarding the cave, the golem doesn't spawn unless you reload. You know, there's things like that. Anyway, looks like something happened here with these guys standing around like this. Oh. They look all leafy and sort of crystallized. Well, the reason why that happens is because a player got cursed there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. So obviously, something is going to cause curse in this area, so I'm going to need to be careful. Of course, actually, oh god, I feel a sneeze coming on. Here it comes. I don't know, but I think just knowing it's coming just caused it to go away. But so, anyway, I don't actually need to be careful, because I already know what's going to happen. There's going to be a boss fight here. And the boss will have crystals come out of the ground, and if you stand in them too long, you get cursed, which instantly kills you and reduces your total health by half until you get the curse removed. Like, this isn't like, it's not like, oh, well, once you die, the curse goes away. No, the curse is on you forever until you break the curse, which I do have items that break the curse, but, you know, I'd rather hang on to it as long as I can. So, you know, we got Seath here. He's Ceaseless. That's why they call him Seath the Scaleless. And he also doesn't have any legs, apparently. He's like half octopus or something. Except not really, because he doesn't have 8 tentacles at the bottom. I think it's just 3. Oh, right, I forgot to break the crystal. I'm a dangus. That's the first time I think I've ever forgotten to do that. And again, it has to be while I'm recording. It's a recording curse, man. So we'll just smash that. Now he can't regenerate his health anymore. But yeah, you notice before I was hitting him, he was just instantly regenerating his health. That will not be an issue anymore, because we destroyed his crystal. That crystal was giving him immortality, basically. Okay, he's roaring. He's about to use his big, powerful AoE attack. You have to run away from that. There's no other way to dodge it. We'll just finish him off. Ah! He fell down right on top of me. Also, I think the bonfire also tried to spawn right below me. I got sandwiched between Seath and a bonfire, man. Also, I forgot to put on the silver ring. Oops. Oh well, we'll just increase our vitality some more. We should probably get endurance up a bit too. Let's get that up to 22. Get that up to, actually, let's keep that 24. We'll get that up to 24. We'll even them out. So there we go with that. Oh wow, we've had the rusted iron ring on this whole time. I'm a dangus. I'm sure somebody yelled at me about that in the comments, and I apologize. But hey, now I'll know. Now I'll know who watches the full video before they comment. Because hey, now that you know I removed it, you have no reason to do that. You have no reason to comment about it. I'm sure there's like one guy right now who's like, I posted a comment about it. I'll see a comment on the list of comments that says like, comment removed, author withheld. And I'll know that guy, whoever it was, that guy commented about the ring. So anyway, we can actually get to the DLC area now, but first, we also want to kill the Bed of Chaos before we do the DLC area. So now we want to go to the Daughter of Chaos. Also, we saw that Firekeeper soul that we picked up in the big cage over in Cease's place. So we're gonna have her reinforce that for us. And now, because I'm an evil, evil bastard, death. The reason why is because she drops a Firekeeper soul. You know, you can only get a limited number of these per game, so each one is very important. It increases the power of your Estus flasks. Wow, you yell really loud, sir. We'll take that egg vermifuge. So if we get egg-headed for whatever reason, we'll be able to cure it. So, yeah, I mean, you can only get a limited number of those Firekeeper souls per game. There's only one more I can get, I believe. But I don't want to kill the person, because I would have to kill another Firekeeper. When you kill a Firekeeper, they drop their Firekeeper soul. But, the one I would have to kill is one I don't want to kill until the very last minute in this playthrough. And even if I forget to do it, because, you know, usually when I plan on doing things at the very last minute, I'll tend to forget in Dark Souls. So, you know, I may forget doing it at the very last minute, but it's not really a big deal because you get 2 Firekeeper souls almost right away in New Game Plus. You know, you get the one that I run down and grab at the start of each game, where I just run down and grab it and commit suicide, so I respawn at Firelink Shrine. And then there's the one in the Undead Church, and since the Estus Flask caps out at +7, it's not a big deal to miss getting it up to +6 in the first game. So rare is fair. So let's go get Ceaseless Discharge. We'll probably kill him the special way. And I mean, this guy's got a really sad tale. I think I've said it in the original game. I mean, I'm not 100% sure that this is exactly how it goes, but I believe the general idea is that you would think that since he has lava coming out of him all over the place, that he's some kind of lava monster, and, you know, he doesn't actually feel pain from lava. That's actually wrong. He's feeling the pain from all of that lava. He's in constant agony. The poor guy. And the only comfort he gets is from looking at his sister's grave over here. And what they tried to do, what they tried to do was, they made a ring for him that would make it so he doesn't really feel that much pain from the lava. You know, they kind of soothe the guy. But apparently he he foolishly accidentally dropped the ring or something like that, or like his hand broke off that had the ring, or something like that. You fight his hand later on. It's called the Centipede Demon, but I hear it's actually his hand or something along those lines. That's why you get the ring from killing it. But yeah, he loses the ring, so now he's in that pain still, and the only comfort he has is from just looking at his sister's grave here. And what makes it really sad is to get the special way to defeat this guy, we're gonna have to desecrate his sister's grave by taking her armor off of her. So he's upset by that. Now that we've taken that, he's really mad at us. We've desecrated his sister's grave, the only comfort he gets in this world. You know, it's actually a really sad tale. These guys know how to make you feel really sad in this game, or you know, a lot of people don't even realize that's how this guy's lore. People were just like, oh, it's just some guy who gets pissed off when you loot that item for whatever reason. But no, it's just this character has a lot of story behind him, and it's a sad one. Of course, I may not have got that story exactly right, but you know, that's the general gist of it. It is a sad story. That is definitely for sure. So anyway, when you take his armor and you run over to the door over here, he doesn't want you to get away with his sister's you know, with the sister's article of clothing. So you'll notice like I suddenly did a big burst of damage at the end. That's because I knocked him off. He was so desperate to make sure he didn't lose that. He was so desperate to make sure he didn't get away with like his sister's. What would I call it? I mean, it kind of feels weird to say he doesn't want you to get away with his sister's clothes, but I guess that's basically what happened. I guess he doesn't want you to get away with any like of his sister's articles. I think that'd be the more proper way of saying it. Yeah, he's so desperate to make sure you don't get away with that he leaps on and he clings to the edge there because you can see where those pillars are. There's actually like no ledge. It kind of looks like there is, but see, there's a ledge over where that lava is. But once you get over to where those pillars are, there's actually nowhere to stand. So he leaped from over there to there, and he was clinging on there. He didn't have anywhere to put his feet, so he was just grabbing onto the ledge. Otherwise, he was just walking around the edge. And you hit him in the hand that he's holding onto the ledge desperately, and you knock him off, and it causes him to die, unfortunately. It's a sad tale. This game does have some interesting lore. Even if you're not actually interested in playing the game, knowing the lore I feel is worthwhile. It's very interesting stuff. If you really want to know the lore, you want to go search for Epic Name Bros channel. He goes in the great depth of the lore, and it's really interesting stuff. It really is. It's the story behind a lot of these characters are more interesting than you would find in, say, a book. I read it once in a book. So anyway, we're gonna end the episode there. After that sad tale, we're gonna leave it on a sad note. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good day or night, depending on when you watch this, or New Year. Who knows? Maybe it's near New Year. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Valentine's Day, and happy new holiday that obviously was made up in the year 3074 when you're watching this video. Goodbye.